Everybody has goals in life, but what if you realize that your entire life's mission and work is pointless? Whether that's to be socially accepted, being a good mother and father, following your religion, creating a career for you, or make a lot of money. Whatever it is, there's still this feeling that what if this is actually not the point of this? How many times in your life have you felt like that? And then somebody pointed out that, hey, actually the entire thing you're doing right now is pointless. What do we usually do at that stage? We become apprehensive and defensive, and we try to defend our position, even if we might hint that they're actually right. So in this YouTube video, I wanted to dive deeper into a Black Mirror episode called Nosedive. If you're not familiar with Black Mirror, it's a really dark UK TV series, and this episode specifically shows us a utopian society where we might be actually heading. The premise of the episode is that the Lacey, who is the main character, is trying to become more popular through social media scores. So it actually depicts a society where you have a score from 1 to 5. The highest your score is, the more popular and socially acceptable you become. So think celebrities, Instagram influencers, and so on. If your score is, however, 1 or 2, you're probably a truck driver or somebody who works a regular job. It's very, very similar to what China is doing. So this episode is kind of showing us what might happen in the future with our society. Lacey's entire point is to get to 4.6. She's currently at 4.2. And so if we look at this from our point of view, it's an obvious trap. You can never satisfy everyone and be popular for everybody. At some point, you will definitely piss a few people off. If you will not, you'll create an artificial society, which we can see in the episode. So Lacey tries to endorse everyone she meets. She tries to please everybody so that they can endorse her back and her score can rise to 4.6. She's planning to attend a friend's wedding, which is super popular, and there's going to be a lot of popular people there. So her plan is to go there, give a speech, and raise her score to 4.6. This is for her life goal, and she will be finally happy and accepted in a society. However, in the episode, we can see that her brother keeps reminding her and makes fun of her for her goal. Why are you trying to do this? Even though you know it's so petty and meaningless. However, this is super important. She still continues with her behavior, even though she might realize that her brother is actually right. So the episode then goes on and shows how she fails to comply with an airline security, and she starts yelling, and then people start, lowering her score basically because she became impatient and starts yelling. So at this stage, basically she's going down. She's going down from 4.2 to 3 and to 2.8 at the end. This is disaster for her. She's trying to get to the wedding of her friend, and she meets a truck driver, which is a woman with a score of about 1.2. What is really interesting is this exchange that she has with her, where she's trying to impress her or give her insights about why she's now 2.8 and how she's gonna be soon back in the 4.2s, 4.6s.
I was 4.6 once.
4.6?
Used to live for it.
Lacey is very apprehensive, right? Because it goes against her mission, it goes against her ego, it goes against her goals. But she realizes she has a point, and she starts being more free, and at the end of the episode she goes completely nuts and crazy and loses her mind, and she gets locked up in jail. However, the point is this. You can tell somebody that they are making a mistake, but they will have to go through the mistake to realize it. You have to go through the shit to realize it's shit. There's no way around this. If you'd have to live by other people's results of doing the same thing that you're trying to do, you'll always be dissatisfied. You'll always feel disengaged because at some point these people arrive at the result where they start to look at something else that fulfills them, and you will never achieve that because you're not even on that level. It's similar to religion. Imagine I tell you, you can't drink, smoke, have sex, or I don't know, listen to music, and you have to go to church or something like that and pray. And I tell you because of God and everything, and it makes logical sense. But what will you think about the entire life? You will always think about those things, like what is it like to do those things? And you will never know. And maybe it is true. That doesn't matter because you have to go through it. So that's why you see people who were alcoholics or who had drug problems or something like that, or who've been to prison, they tend to look into the faith or God because they went through all this shit. They had sex with a lot of people, they killed somebody, they stole, they had money, they had this, and they realized it doesn't bring them fulfillment, so then they turned into faith or something like that. But you can't just tell somebody, hey, you should turn into this religion or something. It's not gonna do anything because you have to go through the experience. It's like telling somebody how to win a game, but I just want to play the game. I don't want to win. Wait, I want to play the game first. Can I play for a while? You have to let people play. If you don't, you're creating artificial kind of prison for people mentally, and it's gonna show up, and those people will be damaged, just like the Lacey in this episode, where she was just thinking in that locked up mind of her how to please everybody, and then she realized her entire life was wrong. And what if your entire belief system is wrong, or your entire whatever you're trying to pursue is wrong? Point is, you can't tell us how something ends. We have to go through this. If you told me, hey, don't buy a house, you'll end up doing this. Don't go to college, you'll end up wasting money. Hey, don't go to school, it's a waste, just start working. Hey, don't work, it's pointless, just enjoy your life. Everybody has different meanings what they want, right? So eventually it would be like, well, what's the point? Everybody has arrived at different results in their life based on the levels that they are playing at. For somebody, having a peace of mind and family is really cool, and that's how life should be lived. For somebody, having $1 billion is cool because he gets the worth from that. So it's essentially up to you. Where do you get your worth or value from? Where do you feel like you finally arrived at life? For Lacey, it was obviously getting to 4.6. What is it for you? Maybe it's the job. What if you realize your job sucks? What then? Then it's gonna change. For me, it's something else. For everybody, it's different. So the thing is, you can't just go around and tell people, hey, you're wrong, your entire life was a waste. Goodbye. You can't treat people like that. You have to have respect and say, hey, listen, I know you believe this. I know you think making $1 million will make you happy, but look, I've made $1 million. It didn't make me happy. And if you ever want advice, just call me. And that's all you can do, because they will have to go through that and make the $1 million to realize that it doesn't make them happy. So that's the thing. You'll have to do it. You can't just tell me it's not gonna make me happy, because I keep thinking about it. So you have to go through it. Because what you're asking people to do is to kill part of themselves that they like. Even if it's wrong, twisted, and kind of part that's holding them back in life. They still have to murder it somehow. And I remember in my life I had to kill myself a lot of times, and part of myself which I didn't like. So a part of me that enjoyed eating a lot of food or something, a part of me that enjoyed doing this, it was a broken part of me, but I still liked it, and it was part of me. It was me. It was, I am that part, right? You're a consciousness, right? So I was also that part, and I had to murder me. And you can't just kill yourself, part of yourself, in a minute or a day. It takes a couple of weeks, and then you kind of transition into a new self. But anyways, guys, what do you think? First of all, do you watch Black Mirror? If yes, what's your favorite episode? I have to know that. If you don't watch Black Mirror, you definitely should. It's the best show in the TV on Netflix. And leave me a comment. I'm very excited to make these videos. I want to do a live stream, so maybe I'll do a live stream next time. Thank you so much. Leave me a comment. What do you think about telling people what they should do without actually going through an experience? I don't know if I make my point very clear, but I hope I did. I hope you got it, and I hope to speak with you in 3 days in the next video. I'm on a vacation, but I'm gonna be posting videos. See you later. Subscribe to me. Subscribe for sure. And if you don't subscribe, I'm gonna find you and hunt you down. I'll see you. Thank you so much. This is Jan.